I was watching something the other day, and it was about a female who met this guy. And so she's doing fine. Anybody who hasn't seen, I said, if you are financially independent and a man will not love you or will not be in a relationship with you because you're financially independent, let that person go. Because you're not in prison. It's a relationship. It shouldn't feel like where you need to defend who you are and your finances. And this lady is thinking, and I don't know if you guys were here 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was the 2 weeks before that, there was another female on here who wrote and said her husband at the time wants her to give him money to buy a house or home for them, but he only wants his name on the property. Let me be clear. She has the finances for the property. He does not want her name on it, but it will be theirs. Can you help me make sense of that? What's the threat to her money is good enough to buy the house? Oh, she doesn't. And then he goes with she doesn't know how to. Says to her, so you don't know how to respect your husband. And this is what they're talking about, women. Humble yourself to your. And she came here to ask, she came on Deros to ask, and she said, what did we, I told her first things first, get a lawyer. Second thing, if you want to buy a house that the two of you live in, and your husband is saying he doesn't want to put your name in, my dear, buy the house. No, it is your house. And then the two of you can live in it. If he's saying he will not live in the same house with you because you bought it in your name, let him go. The marriage is over already. The guy has other plans. It does not include you. That you need to, she was here. Then she asked for help. I tried the best I could with sending her lawyers to. It's going on. And she lives here in the UK. 2025. You see, the problem we have fundamentally, and then there were people who said, there was somebody who said, he's your husband, even if he buys it in his name. Somebody was on here. Another woman was on, said, he's your husband, even if he buys it in your name. It belongs to the two of you because he's your husband. And I paused in that total ignoramus comment. I didn't want to say anything to the woman. But how ignorant can you be with saying, so if the two of them own it, what would happen if he buys it and it's both their names on the property? So she's not humble if she doesn't agree to it. She's not actually accepting her husband. That's what, quote and unquote, that comment came to. And then some guy said, why is your husband buying the house in his name bothering you? Are you not his wife? Shouldn't you be happy that he's thinking of buying property? Buy first, after he will put your name. Please. And we just say we flip that switch. Anybody in the room, please go ahead and tell me, do you think that if a man and a woman are married and a woman chooses to use the money of her husband to buy a property, tells that husband she's buying property, but she's putting her name alone in it, and that is the first property they will own? Do you guys feel like, anybody here, please, in the comments, do you think that any man you know, would be okay with that? And it would be okay because he's trying to be a good husband. But for some reason, as a woman, it should be fine for you. You shouldn't have a problem with doing it because you are married to him. Another woman had a conversation. I saw something else I think this was on YouTube, where we were conversing about change of name. Now, as a woman, and I'm married, and I've been married for over a decade, I don't think there's anything wrong if you want to take your husband's name. They can never be okay with it. Finish. I don't think there's anything wrong with changing your name if you want to. But it should be if you want to. The need for a man, there was a man saying if he gets married, there was a guy there who says if he gets married and his wife does not change her name, that marriage is over for him. And I'm like, I don't understand it. So this individual was non-existent before you. That's what you're trying to say. So if I choose to keep my name, in which case, in my case, I kept my name, I'm always going to be Andrea Chika Chukwu, always, till the day I die. The addition of Ahern to my name is a choice. So I am Andrea Chika Chukwu Ahern. Hyphen Ahern. Because it is a choice. If heaven makes it tomorrow that it doesn't work out, I'm not going to be busy grappling to explain to people I was always Chukwu before I was Ahern. Doesn't make sense. Because guess what? Brian will return to his name. He's always been Brian Ahern. I now have to go change my documents. Why? Why? We don't ask those questions. So somebody says, Onyi says here, if our name isn't in the marriage certificate, our name should be on any property he's buying. If our name is in the marriage certificate, our name should be in any property he's buying. Finish! I agree with this one. I so agree with this.